All right, hello, hello, hello. Just about ready to get into this new challenge here. Thanks for stopping by. So I've had this idea for a little while now. First with some other modes. I wanted to do something like this with no Goa or possibly another no regen mode. Hey, welcome in. It's been so long since I've streamed, I've forgotten. Are you Mako, or am I confusing you with someone else? Sorry. I feel like there's somebody else who has another, like, 3-word name, and I always get you two confused. Oh, okay. I did get it right. Alright, so the problem with this challenge is it's going to probably take several attempts to get started. I think they'll be relatively short attempts, though. So the idea here is to take no damage at all. So not even a sliver, so I can never let my cold meter get red. Same thing for the exhaustion, hunger, and thirst meters. I can't ever take any hits from a struggle, get any bleeding, get food poisoning. I can't get frostbite. And of course it's in misery mode. So let's just get in here and we'll do a couple of starts just to give you an idea of how this is going to go. I don't think I'm even going to bother naming these because we're probably going to have to start a bunch of times. This is the one part I wish if the structure that I need to aim for was a little bit closer to the spawn, then we wouldn't have to start so many times. But I basically have to sprint straight to the farmhouse, and it's like, unless I have perfect weather, I'm not going to make it. So this, I did do a couple of tries at this just to see if it was possible, and there's actually a few structures that it's possible to reach, but the farmhouse is the only one that's reasonably likely to have like a sewing kit or matches, or at least something that will allow me to get the run off the ground. Once we have matches, then we actually have a reasonable shot. But prior to matches, it's almost impossible. So I'm just going to take this very specific route to the farmhouse. And I'm keeping an eye on my temperature here because based on how we do here, it might just be too cold. Like, if it's too cold or too windy early on, then it's not even worth trying to go all the way. Skeeters. So I don't believe, I could be wrong about this, I don't believe you're too likely to find a flare there. This is looking close enough that I'm going to let it play out, but it might be, I'm pretty sure we're too cold. I think I need to have close to a quarter of my temp bar by the time we hit this rock formation up here, and I'm pretty confident that we're not going to make it on this one. I'm going to check the temperature once we know that we've lost this one. The nice thing about the farmhouse is you can get, like, a lot of stuff there. Like, you can get some decent clothes, you can get the toilet water, you can get plenty of cloth from the curtains. Yeah, so we're just shy of it. So we got cold, and yeah, it's negative 21 with 6 wind chill, so negative 15. So actually, this temperature being negative 15 or so, if it had been slightly less wind, we probably could have made it. So I'm just going to do a couple of these starts. We'll get a feel for this. And this is the one part that I wasn't really sure about streaming this, because I'm not sure how much people want to watch me just start over and over again until we get a reasonable start. But hopefully we'll get it relatively quickly. Now the further problem is the stars really have to align for this run to work. And you can see I'm not even stopping to look to pick up sticks or stopping to look at the hacksaw or anything like that. So this wind is almost certainly going to result in, yeah, the fact that I've already lost a quarter of my temperature before I even cross the river, I know this is bad, so we're just going to quit out of this one. I don't even need to play more than that. So we basically need the warmest possible temps and no or very low wind. That's what we're looking for. Okay, this looks really good. We're definitely still above a quarter temp. We're already across the river. I think I ran out of my sprint a little bit earlier than I expected to. But this looks decent at least. It's possible for it to be warm enough that you get only 2 arrows down in the wind shade, and I didn't see that when we were in the wind shade briefly. So this isn't the absolute best temps you can get. So I wouldn't be surprised if this attempt is not good enough. But it's at least worth trying. So my goal is roughly quarter temp across the river, and then half temp once we get to this rock wall here. And then 3/4 of the temp gone when we get to the rock formation just before the farmhouse. So we'll see how close this one is. And yeah, it's also possible to get to the barn. The problem with that is I'm most likely not going to find a sewing kit, and there's not going to be enough cloth. There's not going to be water, like, in case I need to spend the night without matches. There's just a lot of reasons that I'm only going to try for this, I think. It looks like this is definitely not going to work. I'm going to do it because we don't have much more to go here. Let my temperature get about that low, just beyond the red, and then we'll just run the rest of the way and hope for the best. Pretty confident this is not going to work. This is closer than last time. I mean, look how close we are. Just not quite there. Just a second off.
Too cold to think.
Yeah, -16. So it's possible. I've seen -14, and that would have been warm enough to make it. I wish there was a way to put this in the middle of the stream or something. I feel like we're going to lose a lot of people who are going to say, I don't really want to watch you sprint to the farmhouse 10 times in a row. Oh, and one further point. This is only possible with toggle sprinting. If you tried to do this with the just normal sprinting, there's no way you'd make it. I'm going to go ahead and say this is definitely not good enough. Yeah, -16. Starting to get a feel for what's possible and what's not. Mako, I've done it before off camera, so it's actually easily possible if the temps are -14 and there's not a lot of wind. You really just need those two conditions, and then it's really not bad. You'll see when we get it that, like, it's not even really that close with the right conditions. But yeah, the fact that we're already at a quarter, yeah. I'm going to go ahead and quit a lot at the river, just so that we don't have to do as much. Probably out of save slots soon. I think I've got about 7 free save slots. 7 or 8. I think -15 is the cutoff where you get 3 down instead of 2 down. Yes, Mako. So while I run, yeah, this is too cold. If you look at my, this is a speedrunning strat. If you look at my exhaustion meter, you'll see that it's toggling between 2 and 3 down arrows. I only did 5 attempts. Okay, let's just go ahead and clear these out. Gotta be very careful when I'm doing this not to delete my outer misery run. That's still on episode 4 in the cave, and I really don't want to get rid of that. Alright, I'm gonna clear up the confusion in a second here. Let's go ahead and get rid of this. I don't want to think too much about that while I'm in that mode. So, toggle sprinting is not an option. It's a speedrunning technique where you repeatedly press the shift key over and over again quickly. Oh, hey Mig, how's it going? And yeah, I think I saw some people come in and my brain is just so focused on this. So let's see, we've got Nicholas. Hey. Sorry it took me so long to respond to you. I think I was just so hyper focused on this. So yeah, it's just Nicholas and Mig that I missed so far. Yeah, it's way too cold. Now that -21 that we just saw, that was with the wind too. I did not mean to resume. Yeah, it's kind of the opposite of accessibility. And it's kind of a shame that it's really just necessary for what I want to do here. Just because all the buildings are too far away. You start in relatively the same weather conditions. Like, I've only seen the temperature vary between -14 and -16. The wind varies quite a bit on these spawns, though. And we're just not getting the start. Look, my temp is already more than 3/4 gone. Just gotta get the right one. Now, the painful part of this is once we actually make it, then there's still a chance that we have bad weather later, or we can't find matches, or if we don't get enough clothing or a sewing kit, it can be too difficult to make it to where we can get matches. There's just a lot of things that can go wrong in the first, like, 6 hours of the run. So 6 hours in-game is what, like 30 minutes of playtime? Now see, this looks like good temps. We're still above 3/4. Yeah, I think we'll try this one. And if we get into wind shade here, we might see... It looks like the wind is coming... it was there briefly. It looks like we did not get 2 down. So it's not -14. It might be -15, though. Hey, Diogo. Yeah, this is a no damage run. It's gonna require a lot of starts at the beginning, but if I can get a run going, then I think it'll be a lot more reasonable. Mig, I have no idea. That's a really good question. Non-DLC misery versus DLC. Okay, let's run up here and see if we can get some wind shelter. Not sure exactly which way the quote-unquote wind is coming from. This is looking better. My goal was a 1/4 temp at that rock formation up there. And we basically almost made it. This might be a start. I've got a lot of sprint saved up now, so I'm going to start running soon.
Sure getting cold.
Alright, let's see how close this gets us. It looks like we might just barely miss it. Yeah, I don't think we're going to make it, but we'll try it. The awful part is you can actually get the hypothermia risk like while you're opening the door too. Yeah, this isn't going to make it. Unfortunately. You guys will see. Once we get it, like, you can easily make it with time to spare. It's just got to be exactly the right weather. Ooh, my opinion on the first iteration of the Cougar. Yeah, it's actually a good idea to just have something to talk about for a minute while we grind this start out. So I have a few thoughts. First of all, I was not surprised. What they released was more or less what I expected them to release. And I wouldn't say I had really strong opinions about that. Like, I did have some concerns on the spawn based on what I saw in the Zach and Thomasina videos. But those concerns were more to do with the UI stuff, like where you'd get the big message telling you have 3 days until the Cougar fever kicks in and you have to move regions. And in my earliest Misery run, I went to Timberwolf and I was walking around in there and this music started playing. And it was just like this really kind of distracting, epic boss fight music, almost. And it just went on and on and on. And I was like, okay, I know what this is. It's because I must be near the Cougar Den that they told us about. But it just feels so out of place. Like, nothing is happening. I just happen to be in that area. I'm gonna go see what my temperature is when we get to this rock. This is feeling... Yeah, we're at about half now. I think we're a little short on this one. But I'm gonna play it out since I came this far. There's almost a big drop there. Yeah, we're just not going to get there in time. We're already at a quarter and we're not even close to the rock. Yeah, so that was my main concern with it, is I didn't want all this stuff to be thrown in my face about something that, like, I may not even be doing something with it at that point. I thought those hints and clues should have been much more subtle. But then I actually think they shot themselves in the foot by allowing the playtesters to play it and release all the info that they did, because effectively everyone who wanted to already knew exactly what all aspects of the Cougar hunt and fight and all that looked like as soon as the thing had launched, right? So before anyone even had a chance to play it, they already knew everything about it. So I think a lot of the, like, vitriolic feedback could have been toned down a lot if they just hadn't released all that information. I think we're not going to make it here either. Yeah, I'm torn because I want to run these, like, anything that has a chance, I want to take it to the end, but I don't think these even have a chance. So I don't want to waste time. Let's go ahead and delete saves. Oh yeah, that's the other thing is I really feel for anyone who didn't watch the videos and was just like, oh, I'm going to wait until, like, I have to work. The update was on, like, a Tuesday. I'll have some time to play this weekend. And then on Friday, before you even get a chance to play, you don't even get a chance to try the new content. They're like, oh, we got a whole bunch of really negative feedback on this, so we're just going to remove it from the game before you even get a chance to try it. And that I feel like is a little unfortunate. I do understand why they did it though. Like, it sounds like they weren't happy with it either. Maybe on reflection, and so they just wanted to get it out of the game now so that it's only in there in a state that they're happy with. I don't know. Okay, well, we're not even close here, so we're gonna have to restart. This is taking a lot more tries than it did in my practice runs. Sorry about that. I feel like it only took me like maybe 5 to 8 tries to get like a really good start. When I was just experimenting to see if this was even possible. We're definitely below a quarter here. Just looking, yeah. But yeah, I don't really have a lot more to say about the Cougar. I will say I'm definitely sympathetic to Hinterland's view on like the most toxic voices, like the people who say absolutely ridiculous things about them and accuse them of stuff. But it's like the internet has been that way for over 25 years. I think to a certain extent you just need to ignore or block those voices and move on with your life. And like not take it out on the rest of the players. So we're right at, yeah, we're definitely a little low. We were right at half at the rock face. I don't know, I feel like this might work. Let's go at least to the rocks up here, or at least until we get down to quarter temperature. Okay, so let's just use this as a barometer. So we're hitting quarter temperature just before the rocks. Oh my goodness, I've never seen a wolf here before.
Did I say
Hello,
I
Wolfie.
hate being cold?
There's no way for me to go around him without losing too much time, so we'll just accept the loss. Now this wind almost certainly means that this run is not going to work. But I'm just going to test to make sure. Yeah, we're already down to a quarter. No way that'll work. You know, I really thought about starting a bunch of these offline and then, like, saving the ones that were reasonable, so I didn't have to go through this on stream, and I thought, no, I'll probably get it within like the first 5 or 10 tries, and it'll be fine. Oh no, now we're in the wind facing us. This is even worse. This is running. This is my running speed right now. This is awful. Alright, let's clear some saves. I wish there was a way to like mark a save as like, do not get rid of this without like asking me 3 times. Could it'd be so easy for me to accidentally get rid of that one. I should have said something at the start. It's kind of too late now. Hey, Murphdot. Streaming is an essential part. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, just because I can't, like, start the recording 15 times like I did with my Outer Misery until I got the hacksaw, and then go, oh look, first try. Okay. Definitely way too cold. That's true. That's one thing I noticed when I was doing the pure Outer Nagoa runs, is that like I actually attempted it for the first time on stream. We're running into the wind here. So this is done. To wait a second until I can quit. I tried it for the first time on stream and I thought, man, this is way harder than I thought it was going to be. And then later I did a little bit of offline practice, and it wasn't as hard. So it's absolutely true that just like keeping up with chat and now see these windy conditions. They almost help. Because look at how far I was able to run, but we're definitely way too cold. I think because you do get a movement speed when you're in like light wind. You do get a movement speed buff. I can't believe there's 21 people watching me start the game over and over. Thanks for being here, everyone. We'll get this run off the ground eventually. Yeah, I was thinking I should have said at the start that that I'll just like put a timestamp so that people who want to watch this back. I mean, I can still leave it as a pinned comment, but not everyone will watch that. Wow, this is brutally cold. We're already below quarter. Hey, Slarty. Welcome in. Hey, Matt. Yeah, the unfortunate thing about this one is it's just going to require the stars to align at the beginning. I think once it's underway, it'll be a lot more reasonable. Hey, this could be a stars aligning one. Not getting cold very quickly. I think this might be it. Look here, we're already across the river and we're not even at quarter temp yet. Okay, this is good. Yeah, there's a 2 down. If you look now, we're in the wind shelter and we have 2 down. That means that it's negative 14. So that's the temperature that I had found. Because it ranges from about negative 14 to negative 16. Now the problem is that on top of the negative 14, we also need for the wind chill that I'm experiencing while I'm out in the open, like right now, we also need that to be not too bad. Yeah, and we have more than half temp, and we're already at the rock wall. I think this is a start. More wind shelter. Okay. Now, unless that wolf is right here again. Now they're off to the side. That's where they usually are. Quarter temp right at the rock wall. This is looking good. Okay. Let's see if we can make this work.
My hands.
Oh no, I don't think it's quite there. I mean, we're not red yet. We just went red. I can build up a little bit of sprint and then finalize this. It's going to be close. I didn't build up enough, so now we have to walk it in. I think we're just off. I don't think we're going to make it. I think we're going to get cold just as we go in. No, we did it. We didn't get the hypothermia risk, even for a second. All right, let's go upstairs first. Let's check for clothing. I don't think there can be any clothing in there. All right. Now I just have to make sure I don't mess this up. Now, still easily possible for this not to be a real run. But at least we get to do something other than sprint and restart. One of the nice things about the farmhouse is you have all these shelves here. All the cabinets, first aid cabinets. And yeah, we did it. We're all done. You can just assume that the rest works out. There's frequently been ketchup chips in that box there. Yeah, the matches are the big thing, but a sewing kit is enough to get me to the guaranteed matches if we have good weather. So if I don't get matches, I'm hoping at least for a sewing kit. And that's where all those first aid cabinets really come into play. Obviously, it'll really help if we get some clothing from some of these drawers. So far, I think we've only found some socks or something, so not really much. They removed a lot of the good clothing spawns from the farmhouse for misery, unfortunately. Great piece of cloth is nice. I don't remember seeing that table there before. Okay, is that everything? Just double checking. Did I do all this already? I guess I did. Okay, let's go downstairs. I think I want to go check the basement now. Well, let's check in here. Because there can be clothing in here too. These cabinets can be huge because we can get matches, we can get hats and gloves. We can get a stack of papers. Maglens in the office. I don't know. But I do know, I was watching One's and Only stream earlier today, and there was an invisible mag lens in the basement. So it's like that illegal loot that you might have heard about, where some items can get in, like hunting knives and hatchets and some other stuff that you can sometimes find in the
I think I can use this.
Wow. Okay, that's quite the setup. So now we just need, let's see, those are only half a degree. I think the where is it? Let's just, yeah, it should be in here. Improvised hand wraps. Oh, they only give a half a degree too. Okay, so this thing is great though. Okay, let's make sure. I don't think I've ever seen matches here before, but I'm not going to rule it out. Okay, let's go down to the basement. Oh, right, there's one more medicine shelf in here, I think. In here.
This'll come in
Aw,
handy.
man. Getting a sewing kit would have been great. I'm not even going to carry the antiseptic because If we get attacked by anything, the run's over anyway. Slight improvement. Okay, it's about noon. There's plenty of light. Almost missed that. Go down to the basement in a minute. Just gonna finish looting the upstairs while we're here. Yes, I did, Matt. And in fact, I think I linked to his run in the description for the first video of mine. But yeah, we've talked a bit back and forth about the Outer Misery stuff. All right, let's go down to the basement. Okay, this is our last reasonable chance for a sewing kit, I think, is this right here. Would really love to get one, because 2 hats.
This stuff will come in handy.
I guess I'll take the painkillers. I'm not sure why. 2 hats would be another 2 degrees, I think. Replacement views. Not something exciting like a magnifying lens. Alright, this is the spot. I've never seen matches here on Misery, so I wonder if they can even spawn anymore. I've definitely seen them on Loper since the loot update. They're just rare. And this is where the invisible mag lens was. I'm just going to check this every time we come here, because it's probably going to take more than one attempt at this. Just in case there's a mag lens there.
I'll take it.
Okay, that's a rare spawn, and that'll be great if we can get matches. Wonder if the filing cabinets can spawn sewing kits too. Alright, I should have checked these earlier. We can get clothing here maybe. You want to loot all the clothing spots first, because it helps you warm up a little bit faster. No potatoes. That's unlucky. Potatoes are a good early warming up buff before you get a lot of teas. Alright, well, I think that's everything. We can go outside and see if we can find some stuff. With no sewing kit, it's probably not even worth it to harvest cloth unless I have a little bit of time to kill later on. The porch is going to be, let's see, I think this is the porch. Yeah, so there's a container here.
I think I can use this.
Hey, I'll take it. It's actually really good. We should probably go check those benches. I think you can get a... where's the car? It's like over to the right. I think we need to go out the front door for that, if I remember correctly. Let's go check these benches. Should probably just sprint. Avoid taking as much cold as I can. Doesn't look like we have matches out here. I'll just go straight to the car right now. Got a book and a hacksaw. Okay. This could be a really good run if we can pull it off. Having a hacksaw this early is really nice. Okay, so no sewing kit. Where would that even be? Tools, maybe? So there's literally nothing to do except warm up. And the best way to do that is in a bed. And then I got a big decision to make. Let's go and kill some of these carrots. Anything low condition that I just want to... I think we'll save that, as we might find a can opener. Okay, so 7 plus 7, so we're at 14. Let's see what an hour that does. We were at about a third temp, I think. This might get me pretty much fully up there. Yeah. Now, unfortunately, that's the wind started up. Let me go see how bad it is. I might consider a dash to the barn and back. Okay, it doesn't look terrible. Can there be a flare in the shed? Good question. I think I can check that on the way to the barn. Alright, let's just go. Tools, that's nice. Car battery we don't need. Spray paint we don't need. Okay, let's keep moving. We'll go to this barn. I think there's a couple of possibilities here. I think there's always a flare up at Signal Hill. But we cannot make that trip in this weather. Maybe if we get really lucky and find some more clothing in here. It's possible. Well, we're going to be cold is the problem. I pretty much have to go back to the farmhouse to warm up. In fact, I need to go get inside right now because we need the temperature to get back. The small barn can have a sewing kit. Oh, ooh, this is nice. 75, 76, 70. And we've checked like 5 of those and no sewing kit. Actually fairly likely to get a sewing kit. Nothing here. Checking for matches. Guess I should check in here. I don't know if anything ever spawns in there. Let's go upstairs. Now, theoretically, there could be a rabbit hat here, but I've never seen anyone find it in Misery. So just like they changed some of the loot for the farmhouse, specifically for this mode, I'm guessing that they changed it for Misery as well.
This'll come in handy.
It's a little more warmth. This has windproof. Oh, it doesn't matter because I've got the jacket. Oh well, it's done now. Yeah, no sewing kit. No matches. We absolutely have to go back to the farmhouse because I gotta get warm. -1, I could warm up in the bed and wait for this wind to die down. But I think I can just make it back. Let's just go back. Oh, we're running into the wind. I think I have to sleep for an hour and hope it goes away. Didn't think about that. We feel like +1 in here. I mean, as long as the wind is gone, I can do it on half temp. I'm going with the wind now. It's really not that far. I could lose here, but I can't just sit in that barn forever. The nice thing is I'm going into the porch, so I'll actually be warm as soon as I step through the threshold. Yeah, we'll be fine here. We got the car, we got that barn, we got the barn behind me. I think we just need to, because we didn't find any other loot, we just need to go in here, we need to sleep until we're warm, and we need to hope and or pray that the wind stops and we have a beautiful travel evening. Let's go find the warmest bed. I think it's I think it's this one. Let's eat another carrot. I also can't afford to just like sit around forever waiting for something to happen for me. Because we'll run out of food. Let's go for one more hour here. That's a blizzard. Wow. No point in even going outside to check. Alright, I'm gonna get cloth for the sewing kit that I don't have. You definitely can't craft these without a sewing kit, right? I think it would show it up at the top if you could. Where is it? Yeah, it's gonna be dark soon. I think I did just about everything I could here. Just didn't work out. Alright, let's go ahead and I'm just gonna eat all this. All this except for the can, because I still might find a can opener later. And we'll sleep in an hour at a time. The problem is with no light source, I might not even be able to make it out of here. Let's see. If we decide to leave, we go to that window. And then it's just down here. And once we can see that window, we can back up a little bit and leave. Okay. Just trying to map out my exit here. It's possible we make up in the middle of the night and just try to go to the barn, I guess. I don't know. Alright, let's sleep for an hour. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff. It's like you don't need antiseptic or bandages. You don't have to worry about carrying a weapon for the wolf struggles. Like, it's fine to just go without your hammer or your pry bar or whatever. Yeah, that's true. We could kind of save scum if we get lost in the dark. I think this run is over. I think I'm just waiting to die at this point because I really needed that evening for travel. Because we have to make it all the way to Thompson's to get matches. Unless you find matches here or at the other barn, or you get really good weather for going up to Signal Hill, I think you pretty much just have to... And I guess what we can do is just kind of wait it out. Probably more curtains here. Somehow try to wait until like noon tomorrow. Do I even have enough food for that? Maybe if I break this down. Is that it? Nah, it's still going. Still heavy winds. It's hard to tell. It might be stopping. It's so late, though, it's going to be cold. And I can't see the windows. I was hoping for some light from the windows, but they're just not giving off any light right now. So I can't navigate in the dark. And I guess I could try the... This is going to be miserable. Kind of refuse to do this. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we restart? Okay, so here are the options. Fiddle around in the dark, which I don't want to do. Restart. Or I guess I could try to sleep until I can see again. I guess I might as well I'm just going to try a little bit, and if it doesn't work out, then we're going to restart. This is the part that I really don't like about a challenge like this, is how much of it is just restarting over and over again until the stars align. I think we're going to be doomed. Pitch black. And the thing is, it's going to be so cold in the morning that now I'm going to have to sit around in here for several hours. All right, I'm just going to back away from the bed. See if I can find anything. Curtains. Yeah. I've got to get to a light source by evening. This is not going to cut it. All right, back to the grind. That blizzard really did me in. Now, I think there is an argument. Because you could say, well, what if you didn't go to the little barn? Well, I guess I went because it was windy, and I needed to wait that wind out. It's curtains for you. Very nice, Meg. Because I think if I had gone to the larger barn instead, then, you know, maybe there's a chance I make it from there to Thompson's later on. Alright. We got heavy winds. There's no way this is happening. I'm just going to run until until I can actually hit escape. Takes a while for it to let you quit out of the game for some reason. Alright, well that's attempt 1 down. I'm not going to count all the attempts where we're just running to the farmhouse. Yeah, and the thing is, had I found a sewing kit, there was a chance at, if I had crafted a few more clothing items, having enough warmth to recover my temperature. I think this is too cold. Recover my temperature in that small barn. Wait for a really nice weather pattern. Oops, we hit the max. And then go up to, I'm just going to delete that bad one. Go up to Signal Hill. It's like not completely locked in, the sort of path that I have to follow here, but it's mostly locked in, because I basically have to either go to Signal Hill for the flare or Thompson's for the matches. And unless I find RNG matches, I mean, I think that's the easiest way to do this. It's just run to the farmhouse, search it, and if you get matches, then you have a run. And if you don't, you probably don't have a run, but if you found a sewing kit, there's a chance you can make it to the other matches. I think that's kind of what the pattern looks like. It's close-ish. Let me just see if we get into wind shade here. Now, we're still 3 down in the wind shade, so I'm going to say that's not good enough. Yeah, I'd say the sewing kit is even more important than finding decent clothes, because with that you can craft both of the improvised head wraps and the improvised hand wrap. Okay, we got heavy wind. I'll just run this out. Losing temp way too fast here. I think this tree is about the first time I can quit from the game. The thing is, you're pretty likely to find that kit, because you've got four things to check in the farmhouse, and then another one to check in the barn down the road. Oh, and we had the hacksaw. That was the really sad thing about that run, is that I actually already had the hacksaw. So cold. The wind is the absolute killer here. I wish it was just a little bit closer so that any start with no wind was viable. So that I didn't have to restart like 15 times instead of just like 2 or 3 times. But what can you do? Look at how high my temperature is. I think this is the run. We're absolutely going to see 2 down when we get into the wind shelter, I think. If we ever get into wind shelter. It's just so warm. No, we didn't get it. Interesting. Maybe there's just so little wind. Like it's a lesser amount than most of the other runs. But my goal was half by this rock wall, so this is like 100% this will be a start. Unless something really awful happens, but... This is more like what I was hoping for. It's just like 3 or 4 starts and then you get one. I'm going to stop running now because I don't want to alert a wolf to my presence early if they happen to be close by. I'm actually below a quarter by the time we get here. Not really thrilled about that.
Somehow.
This looks pretty good. I think this will work. Yeah, we got it. That wasn't as close as the last time where I was really concerned about the... This was the really good cabinet last time. Okay, let's go straight upstairs. Yeah, if I get 1 out of every 5 starts like that, I would be perfectly happy with this. Because then it's just a matter of time until we find matches or a sewing kit or something. Maybe we'll get that invisible mag lens. I'd probably use that just because really it's like less effective than just finding matches at random in a filing cabinet. It feels a little cheaty to use the sort of unintended loot, but it's okay. If it comes to that. There's those ketchup chips I was telling you guys about last time. Now the worst case here would be no clothes and no sewing kit. Those clothes are actually really important to tipping the scales in my favor. What's my opinion on Misery? Okay, so basically it comes in 2 parts. First of all, I think it's fantastic. I think they did a great job with it. I think that for 99% of all players, it's just a really good mode because it's going to give access to like the no regen playstyle to a ton more players and give them a way to kind of get their foot in the door. And then I think for, you know, the few hardcore players who are already doing like Outer Nogoa and stuff like that, I think it's still pretty good because we'll just be able to stack challenges on top of it, kind of like what I'm doing now. Although I don't expect too many people to try this one. This is kind of a silly challenge. But we'll see like some Outer Misery, or I'll probably do like the 1 match Olympic Torch. I'll probably do a version of that in this mode at some point. Yeah, this is not looking good, but definitely not going to throw in the towel yet. We could find a sewing kit and a pack of matches in the basement still. So I'd say my one real criticism of this mode, and it's not really a criticism, it's just like what I would have done if I had set it up, is I think the afflictions shouldn't be just solely based on a timer. What they should do is they should progress at a very slow rate, normally, so that you eventually get all of them. But then that rate should be vastly accelerated anytime that you do certain things. So like if you're starving, that should increase the rate at which you get the sour stomach. Or if you eat like bad quality food, it should increase that. And then like the more time you spend cold, that should increase your rate of getting the rigid bones. Spending time exhausted should increase the rate of haunted mind. And the reason for that is, as the mode stands right now, there is a very easy winning strategy where you just rush around the map. You just run around, you take all the cold damage, you take exhaustion, you do all your forging and your crafting while exhausted because you can cheese the system like that. And you get all your clothing and you get all your stuff and you get all that done in the first like 30 to 40 days, and that completely sets you up for the late game. And that's just like the winning strategy. Whereas if they had set it up the other way, you'd have choices to make. You'd be able to say, well, I really don't want this affliction, so I'm going to avoid being cold, or I'm going to avoid being exhausted. And you have to play sort of more careful and choose what you wanted to risk. Anyway, that's just my take on what I would have done to change it up slightly to make it a little bit better, but other than that, you know, I'm completely happy with it. Alright, let's see. Did we get matches? Doesn't look like it. We could still get RNG matches. I think it used to be the case that you could get, like, maybe there's still a mag lens on a loot table in here. Or was that pre... I think that was pre-update. Like, pre, the original TFTFT update.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Well, we got some gloves. They're not great gloves, but they're gloves. Oh, I guess we have a run on our hands now. Let's see. Triggered afflictions. Yeah, the one thing is they do have to set in eventually anyway, because otherwise there would be players who would do stuff like what I'm doing here, where they would just never get cold, never get tired, and like never let the long-term stuff set in. So I'm thinking something like if you play perfectly, they don't set in until like day 60 maybe. And if you just get cold and exhausted and all the other stuff all the time, then they could set in as early as like day 5 or 10. So it would be like, it would be up to, somebody said something about a carrot under something too. Sorry, I'm trying to like put together what's going on here. So we got matches, so now I need to decide, because we have matches, we might just go straight to Mystery Lake and not risk hanging around Pleasant Valley that long. I'm trying to think, what can I get? There is a lot of stuff at Thompson's. There's a bunch of food. There'll be a skillet. And I have a pot, and there'll be... Oh, I did find the carrot. Okay. Alright, let me see. What do I have in the way of fire starting stuff? I think I just need to start a fire regardless. You just have the one newsprint. Alright, let's actually harvest that for tinder then. Hear the wind starting outside. Let's go take a look. Oh, I forgot I was going to look for the invisible mag lens again. Too late now. It doesn't look too bad out. Alright, let's just go for it. Little unfortunate, I only have 2 shots at this because of my tinder. Could probably find more tinder somewhere. But 80% chance is pretty good. Actually need to make sure to collect some tinder pretty soon here. And I think I'm going to burn this now. Let's go ahead and get some water. Or can I make tea or something? What do I have? Oh, I have potatoes. Just the one potato? I'm just trying to think. I guess we'll go to the barn. I don't think I should cook the potato yet. And I don't have anything else to cook except water. Okay, let's just grab a little bit of wood right now. I need to get some torches off of here. I really should have broken down those crates before I started the fire. Probably. Alright, let's do this. Not really thrilled with this. Yeah, we got a blizzard. Lifting out here once again. Kind of want to go check the car. Let's go inside. It'll be warmer next to the fire. Okay, I think I have sort of a plan here. I think I'm just gonna let this fire go out. We'll harvest some wood and some cloth, and then sleep. Yeah, that seems good. Okay, let's get one more crate if I can find one. Let's take this one. I would go out and check that car right now. There's just not really any value in that. There's socks on the floor of the upstairs. It's possible I missed them. Yeah, the more I think about this, the more I really do need to make it over to Thompson's, because we're going to be able to... We're going to find more potatoes there. That's a warming up buff. We're going to have porridge. That's warming up. Although I think... Do you need level 2 for porridge or no? I think you can do porridge at level 1. And then there's a good chance we'll find coffee or tea as well. Oh, I just messed that up. That's funny. I didn't know you could do that. Alright, well, let's just pick this up. I can make that water later. We got the 1 torch, that's fine. Alright, let's see, what can we do for wood? An hour for 3 is not bad. I'll drink some water. Fortunately, I've got plenty. Two hours for 4 is terrible. There's probably a few more crates around. I think those are the most efficient. Those aren't any more efficient than curtains. I do want that cloth so that eventually when I get a sewing kit, I basically need to find a way to efficiently spend my time right now. Wait this blizzard out. How much food did I find? Several carrots and the chips. Let's just go and eat all this. We're not going to have any food for a while. So this will give me a feel for how much time I have to work with. I can actually just travel in the middle of the night too. I don't have to, now that I have a torch to travel with, we just need decent weather as far as wind. Okay, let's go check for this sock on the floor upstairs. I'm not sure what WC means. Wash closet? Ah, that must be what you mean by that. Thank you. A little bit of extra warmth. That requires a hatchet. This is probably, that requires a hatchet as well. 2 hours for 4 is terrible. Same for that. This can't be broken down. Water closet, yes. I remember seeing that term. I've only seen it once in my life, to the best of my knowledge, in a series of children's books called The Great Brain. Does anybody know that? Has anybody read that? Okay, let's get some cloth. I don't think there's any more wood around. I'm unlikely to need a lot of fuel because I'm going to be picking up sticks outside now. I gotta get a bunch of sticks for tinder anyway. So let's get a reasonable amount of cloth and then I need to sleep. This feels way better than that other blizzard, which really stopped me in my tracks. This one, I feel like I can actually get something done. Okay, that's probably enough. I think we should just focus on sleep now. Can always get more cloth later. This isn't the last place I'm going to find cloth. Alright, let's go for... I think we'll just do an hour at a time, right? Because we really want to get out of here. So as soon as the blizzard ends, we need to leave. Ideally... Oh, this is perfect. If it ends right now... It sounds like it might still be going. Definitely calmed down some. At least I have windows now, so I can see where I'm going. Uh-oh. This should be the top of the stairs, right? This should take me down? Yeah. Alright, and then we go this way a little bit, turn around. There's the door. Okay. Let's go look. I might go in next to the kitchen. Okay, well I can see. I'm not going to go anywhere yet, so I'm not going to start my fire yet. But we should be able to see enough to go check this car. No hacksaw this time, that's fine. Cars give +5, and it's -4 right now, so without the wind it would only be -9. That's actually really good. I'm going to get in the back just in case. I think the hacksaw is sometimes not visible unless you're in the back seat. Free piece of cloth is nice. Let's see if the back is open. Nope. Thinking about just going over there now because I can start a fire. -22. Nothing valuable in here. Let's grab a couple of stones. And I think I'm just going to hope that this wind ends. We just lost a blizzard. So we'll go in here. We'll light up a fire. Let me go see if there's any sticks right around here. I don't know where the stick spawns are in this area. Doesn't look like there's any. Maybe I should just go up to Signal Hill and get some coal in the cave. We've got 5 wood, 2 books. I only have 1 tinder. I could get myself into big trouble here. No accelerant. I should have pulled more torches and harvested them into sticks to make tinder back when I had the opportunity. Just gonna look around for a second here. See if I missed anything tinder-wise. Doesn't look like it. This is actually really bad, but we'll just have to go for it. Hopefully we don't fail the 80%.
Come on, little fire.
Okay, thank goodness. That was almost really bad.
That's a good one.
Alright, let's put a few of these on here. Let's actually get some real torches now. I'm just trying to think what gives me the best chance. Do I want to cook this potato now and use it, or do I want to save it for later when it's colder? I think I have to save it. I don't think I can cook it right now because I need it for one of the longer stretches. I think we use the potato to go from the barn to Signal Hill. And then up there we have guaranteed teas. And then we use those teas to get from Signal Hill to the cave, and then we'll have coal. And then we just go straight to Mystery Lake. I think because we found the matches here, we just skip the, what did I do with that can? What? Where did I put my can? I am so confused right now. Oh, I took the water, but not the can. Got it. That was an interesting feature because it was, because it wasn't on a cooking slot. Alright, let's go ahead and make the little bit of water I have left. We need to get warmed up here. Let's get some tinder made. I still feel like I'm not comfortable at all here. And we gotta get moving because we need food too. There's a lot of stuff that needs to happen correctly here. So that's a couple of sticks. I think we harvest all of that into tinder right now before I forget. We can probably pick some cattails or something along the way too, or find some more newsprint or something. That's 4 tinder, and we still have books to start a fire, so it's probably enough. That's done. Can I actually get a reasonable amount of torches so I can chain them? If there's some food at Signal Hill, maybe I can just sleep there. Ah, there's going to be so much food over at Thompson's. I wonder if I should try to make it. Yeah, well, I definitely need this regardless. I think I need a better plan for when I get a good start like this. But I'm not thrilled with my, what do you call it? Alright, let's just go. It can't be that bad out here, right? Oh my goodness, it's 3 down. We gotta run. We're going directly into the wind right now. Okay, so we get in here, we start a fire, we warm up our 1 potato, and that might not even be enough to get us up there. Look at how slow I am. I'm just gonna need to hope that the wind stops. I need an actual calm evening to walk up there. Let's see what it's like out of the wind. I'm gonna step in here for a second, just in case there's something good in here. Nope, nothing. It really isn't that bad, though. Let's see. Yeah, it's -8. So as long as the wind is out, we'll be fine. So let's go here. Let's start our fire. Get our potato going.
Come on, little fire. Come on. Come on, little fire.
I think this
Why
challenge
didn't that work?
is going to fall to the problem of almost all challenges like this, which is that it's almost impossibly hard at the start, and then it just gets easier and easier the longer you survive. Game is going to make me eat my words on the 4 tinder being enough. What's 20% to the 4th power?
Come on, little fire.
That's 1/5, so
Wow, that didn't
it's a
work.
1 in 625 chance to have that happen. Okay. We'll be fine. We'll just go outside and grab some sticks and harvest them into tinder. Actually, I don't even have to do that. What I can do is light up one of these. And take this. Leave it. Do this instead. Harvest that. And harvest that into tinder. I almost hope we fail these two as well, because then we'll be in the 1 in 15,000 territory. 1 in 15,625. Can we hit it?
Come on, little fire.
Nah, we finally got it.
Perfect.
Okay, let's throw this on. Let's get our... I always do it like this. I don't know why. But we're going to drop the potato here and get that heated up. I'm kind of committing to just going when this is done for some reason. In an hour. Go and get a little bit of water going because why not? Need to make more tinder before we leave too. Go and go upstairs. See if we can find anything useful up here.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Now this time, it actually does matter. Because this has almost a full degree of windproof on it. So we want that on the outside. We're not going to be warm. I don't think I have a choice. I think I have to go out and get a little bit of sticks or something. Try to get this to warm up quicker. Maybe we can cancel that potato and sleep for an hour. Okay, here's some sticks. I gotta hurry. We're losing temperature right now. It's 4, 5. Alright, I don't see any more, so I guess we just go back inside. Alright, and stuff like that I probably can't break down. I think I just need to generate as much warmth as possible. Man, this is tough. Might have to cancel this potato and cook it again. We're still only 1 up, even with all that extra fuel in there. Okay, let's do this. That's an hour. Let's harvest 1 more torch. No, I can't make any tinder. I don't know if this is going to work. Let's just take that. I don't need any more water. Let's just sleep while that goes. Quickly. Where's the bed? There it is. This is not working. I'm just too far behind, I think. Because now it's going to get colder outside. I need these torches, so I can't really afford to make any more tinder right now. It's an aurora. That's fine. Okay, let's go. It's gonna have to try to make this work. I'm gonna max the warmth from this potato. I gotta get these sticks, because we're gonna need to be able to start a fire. The funny thing about this is if I pull this off, it would not have been possible without that 1 potato. I needed that potato to be able to survive. Ah, shoot. Okay. I don't know what the aggro range is for this bear. But we're just going to do our best. The wind is killing me right now. I'm not even sure this is possible anymore, because I wasted so much time going around the bear. If we get an ankle sprain, it's actually just over. I don't think I can get onto flat ground until over there. Oh, so actually, bandages would have been useful. I didn't think about that. I should have made one set. Because if we get an ankle sprain going up here, because I can't afford to wait for full energy to sprint up so that I don't get sprains, there's actually a fairly good chance we get a sprain here. And if it's an ankle sprain, unless I got lucky and got a bandage from one of those things, which I don't think I did. We should be able to... Oh, I was just about to reset my risk too. Alright, well we might still be able to make it. Probably going to sleep up here anyway. No, I don't have one. We can't start a fire, because we don't have enough fuel. Okay, well we've learned a lot. First of all, I do need bandages for the early game because of this.
First aid soon.
I can't sprint anyway, so I might as well carry this torch with me. And then the wind shelter down here, so further sprains can't hurt me, so I might hug this side of the hill just to stay in this wind shade, because that's going to help me a lot. Yeah, I think we'll make it as long as I stay. I got to stay on the downhill side here. Or maybe it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, I don't know where the wind is coming from, but it didn't seem to be helping me there. We're only at half. I think we're going to be okay here. Sprains do not deal damage unless you have one of the new misery afflictions. I actually, before this mode even came out, I thought about doing a version of this challenge, and I was thinking about including a rule that you couldn't even get sprains, which, to be honest, is kind of ridiculous. I'm just going to grab these. I'm not coming back this way, and I'm confident we have the warmth now to get inside. I don't think there's any more around here.
That smarts a bit.
I don't see any. Alright, in we go. Oh, and we have tea in here anyway. Okay, there's a flare, so there is always a flare up here, I'm pretty sure. I'd love a sewing kit. Ooh, we got coffee. That's way better than tea. Tomato soup is another buff.
Hurts a bit, but I'll make it.
Thought I could pick up those papers.
I think I can use this.
Hey, a ski jacket. 83%, very nice. Is that any better? Yes, it is. Okay, we got, ooh, a heavy hammer. Okay, so we can basically go forge now. Really want a hacksaw though. We don't need that. Checked that. There's the papers that I need. Sewing kit, very nice. Yes, Brandon, thank you. Yeah, I was gonna kind of go around and check everything eventually. I promise. We've got thing there. So food is where I'm really hurting now, right? How do I get a lot of food without taking damage? Just go to Mystery Lake and get cattails. Almost out of torches.
I'll take it.
Ow!
Okay, are we all good? First aid kit. I didn't search these lockers yet. Dog food. Okay, I think that's everything. Nothing in there. Nothing there. Nothing there. Okay, do I let this torch go out, or do I try to go outside and start a fire? What do I need right now? I need more torches. The thing is, I need to start a fire in the morning anyway. Let me just check outside briefly. I'm thinking there's a possibility. Ah, it's too cold now. I was thinking we might go tonight. But we're spending the night here. There's no choice. Okay, so we'll go outside and we'll use that piece of cedar that's out there to start a fire, which means I need as much of this torch left as I can manage. So, are there any other resources that I want from in here? Cloth? No. So we can just go hang out by the bed. Okay. Alright. Thanks, Mako. I will try not to die. Okay, what do I have in the way of food? I need these sardines. I think at this point we don't... Yeah, I think we'll just assume that we're not going to find a can opener. Let's eat that. I'm considering risking the 1% on the granola bar. 1% chance to instantly end the run. I'd rather find out now if I'm going to use it. But there's a chance I don't need it. We'll use this for warmth. Hey, Emily, welcome in. Yeah, I've been, it's been a while since I live streamed, so good timing. Trying to decide. Let's get some water. I need a lot of sleep, right? We're already past midnight. Okay, everyone. Sorry, I think we are back now. Something really weird just happened to me. I don't know if I pressed a hotkey combination by accident, but like OBS decided to randomly stop streaming and my mic got muted and it like moved the OBS window and alt-tabbed me out of the game all at the same time. I was so confused for a while there. And so I was like trying to ask you guys what was wrong, but I didn't realize that I wasn't streaming anymore. Like I could see that things were wrong, but I didn't realize the part about where it just completely stopped streaming. So I have no idea what happened there. Maybe I pressed a wrong combination of hotkeys, or maybe it was just a fluke. I'll have to see if there's any hotkeys that do stuff like that. Anyway, I believe we're back. Let's see, where was I? Let me know if there's any problems. But yeah, I'm just hanging out here. We're sleeping. I think we need to get another like 3 hours of sleep and then see what the weather's like. I'm worried about food. Could eat this without using it as a buff, but I think I'm going to use this as a buff when we leave. Yeah, let's go for it. Okay, so 3 hours. Sorry about that. Thanks for hanging out while I solved my technical problems. Checking here, because sometimes you can find boots around here, but I'm guessing I would have seen them
I'm
before.
gonna need to eat soon.
Fishing bug. No, I don't know anything about a fishing bug, I don't think. Alright, let's go check the weather. If it's bad, we'll sleep for 1 more hour. I want this. And in fact, if I didn't already do this, I need to do it now. Yeah, we need to harvest these into sticks, and we need to harvest tinder before we do much here. I still have very little fuel. I have a hammer. Could probably break down something with a hammer in here. Never mind, it's all metal. There's no wooden items at all in here. Alright. Tinder. I never have to worry about having Tinder in my games. I guess because... I mean, once you get to one cattail spot, you just pick all the cattails and you're set. Couldn't get fish at all. Apparently this is a low-power misery loot table bug. Oh no. Is this with long fishing sessions? Like you're doing it where you fish at least like 4 hours at a time? Negative 21 out of the wind. And it's windy. Alright, we're going back inside to sleep for an hour. I think I can make this work where I eat the tomato soup as a warmth buff, and that gets me over to the cave. Alright, one more hour. 408, there goes 75 of it, so we have just over 300 calories in our stomach. This is brutal. Not being able to take any damage just sets you so far back. Alright, I think this is it. I think we're doing it. Get the torch ready. Yep, absolutely. Go over here. Grab this. Start a fire. I don't believe I have a book, unfortunately. So we'll just use the cedar. That's fine. Okay, so we're making the... We're going to make some teas.
Come on, little fire. Come on.
And we're going to make the tomato soup, which I can just cook next to the fire.
That
So I think we'll make
work.
2 teas. I don't need warmth from this fire. Oh, come on, wind.
Wait, that didn't work.
Try to stay wind sheltered here while we start this up. Let's use a stick. I'm not going to stay out here. As soon as we find a jerry can, I can just accelerate every fire and I won't have to deal with this nonsense.
Come on, little fire.
I only have one more try before I have to go back inside and warm up. I feel like I really got scammed on the fire starting
Come on,
attempts
little
too.
Come on.
We had that 1 in 615 at the barn. Now we've got 4 failures in a row here too.
Come on, little fire.
This is my last tinder. I should have harvested those stacks of paper. Alright, if we die here because of this,
I need to find some place to
I'm going to take a little break.
cold.
Take a break for 5 minutes or so. Come back to this. There's diminished form. Alright. I'm going to save that cedar. We're going to throw a few sticks on here. We're going to throw these down. I can't even do this. I can't do it. I have to go inside. I'm too cold. I don't have time to do anything. Oh, that's brutal. What can I do? I just have to warm up in here, I guess? Put a few sticks on. Let's go out just long enough to maybe heat up the tea, and then we have to come back inside.
Jeez, this is cold.
At least make the food. Get that heated up. Can I start these teas? If I can cook like 2 teas or 2 coffees, I guess. I think I might have enough time now. Let's just do it quick. Go. Oh my gosh. UI. It's never been so important to... I can't do it. Oh, I'm trapped. Okay, so Signal Hill is a death trap because there's no indoor fire. I should have thought about that. So if I had gone to Thompson's instead, there's a place to actually do your cooking inside so that you're fully warm when you leave. I had full temperature, and I went out and I lost all of it starting the fire. And I lost all of it again trying to get that trying to just start cooking. That's crazy to me. What can I do here? I could go out and just eat that soup when it's done. Yeah, this is a tough lesson to learn because it feels so cheap. And in a way, it's like it's not entirely my fault for not realizing it. I mean, it is, but if the fire had just started on the first or second try, then it'd be fine because I would have been able to start 2 coffees and the soup, go inside, warm up for like half an hour, go back out and get my stuff. The fact that I failed like 10 fire attempts already in trying to start like 2 fires this run is just not not fun. All right, let's go out and see if we can grab that soup before we freeze to death. I'm not going to give up because we got a lot of oh, the fire's out. And this is not hot. Okay, well, that makes it easy. Let's go inside. Well, we're definitely eating this, because if we get food poisoning from this, we can just quit. Needed those calories. Let's try again, I think. So we'll sleep for an hour. Gotta get some water. I'm not gonna let this ruin my experience. We're gonna do the best we can. I think I might have used my last tinder, so we have to do that before we go out too. Because now we have to start another fire. And I have no torches? How did that happen? Okay, so let's make 4 tinder. Actually, let's make 6. I'm just going to use the cedar. It's windy out there right now, so we're just going to sleep for another hour. I do still have this soup. Okay, and I have no torches, right? So we're just, yeah, so we're just going to... I could use the flare, but... I think I'd rather just spend matches. We're going to get more matches eventually. Oh, it's another blizzard. Okay.
I've never been so hungry in my life.
Well, I better just eat this now. So I think that's a combination of things happened here. I didn't do the absolute optimal thing. And then because I didn't do that, there were enough bad luck things that happened that were able to just take me down. And this extra blizzard on top of it is just like it's already almost night. Pleasant Valley can really trap you. Yeah, I don't know what I expected. I want to see if I can find some more like rose hips or something over here. I'm just going to burn some of this energy so I can sleep some more. Good to know that there can be a deer carcass here for the future. Stones. And those are just the rose hips I already picked. Alright, so there's nothing up here for me. Alright, let's get one more hour of sleep. I'm about to starve, so we're gonna end this one way or another soon enough. Either the blizzard ends and we actually have a chance to get out of here, or I starve to death. Wind is still going. I'm going to go for 1 more hour. Get some calories from the coffee. Never mind. Is there anything else to do?
God,
I guess I can
right about
go
now.
and craft this extra head wrap now, since I have nothing else to do. It's going to be really warm when I go out there, for what it's worth. I still hear it. What are we looking at? 135 calories. I mean, we're done. It's just so much wind. We're in the wind here, so we can't do anything with that. Crafting. Have anything I can prepare? Nope. Can make a bandage. Yeah, we're done. Unless there's some food lying around that I missed. Definitely already ate that candy bar. Got everything from there. Okay, the wind is coming from the other direction now. Let's see if we can start a fire here.
Come on, little fire.
Ten minutes? I don't think I can even survive for 10 minutes. Let's see, it takes, I think it's 150 calories, or 125 calories standing per hour. So a tenth of that, or sorry, a sixth of that, is like 20 calories. So when this hits around like 15 or something, I should be able to go out and grab that coffee and drink it for 100 calories. That's the only way we survive right now. I mean, it's not going to do much long term. Well, the blizzard ended. Is there any way I survive this right now? Wait a minute. Wait just a minute. Okay, let's put this on. Let's grab this. Let's get this ready. Let's cook another coffee. When these are done, we leave. Yeah, so I wouldn't be too nervous about it if I were you, because it is a tough mode. Like, it's definitely harder than Interloper. But the early game is not that much harder than Interloper. It's only kind of later on that it gets really tough. Alright, so we got 4 minutes until that's done. Let's just get all the torches off of here.
Oh, it's getting dark out here. Time to look for shelter.
Let's take that, pick this up, get another torch. We can just go and drink this, right? We need the warmth anyway. This, or wait a minute. Yeah, put this out, grab another torch, and then we should be ready to go. Okay. I guess I gotta go around this way, now that I think about it. I might as well run. We're gonna be drinking more coffee in a minute anyway. So I want to use up as much of this energy as I can. And yeah, I don't think I want to take that deer out. I think I need to move right now because this weather looks questionable, to say the least. Okay, I'm way off track here. I want to be more like up here, I think. So it turns out... Oh no, that's where I wanted to be, over there, maybe. It turns out that when you don't let yourself ever get cold, it's actually hard to get enough food. As long as we're here, we might as well go check this out. We can get some more teas. Unfortunately, I don't really have time to stop and make a fire and make these teas until I get inside, so we're going to drink this last coffee. I hate wasting all my coffee like that, but I guess we have more coffees too. So that wasn't technically all of them.
Oh, I've never been so hungry in my life.
Should be able to make 2 more. I went the wrong way here, and it might cost me. Let's actually stay back here for a second. It's actually warm. I have no fuel. I literally haven't picked up any fuel. Alright, well. Let's just go. I gotta get inside. I gotta get inside, and then I gotta hope that the deer is there. I guess I could go straight up here and get something from the cave. But I'll run out of time. No, we just gotta go get inside. Oh, this is terrible. Alright, let's get some sticks. If I can just stabilize, we can actually make this work. But I don't think it's gonna happen. There's where I need to be, right up there. It really just depends on your clothing and what time of day it is, or whatever. Is this even the right spot? I feel like this is the wrong spot. Also, it gets a lot colder in this mode. This is bad. Alright, I may or may not be live. My computer just crashed and I'm trying to set everything back up, so bear with me for one moment. Okay, I should be back online here. Well, I feel like we've had our share of issues. I didn't even start Steam or anything yet. I just wanted to get back so you guys could hear me. So I think what we'll do is I'm probably, to be honest, I'm probably going to take a short break. Let me just get everything set up here for right now. But I think we'll take a short break, and then I think, because this crash probably put me back to Signal Hill the last time I woke up or something like that. So I think we'll just say we probably lost that save, because it did not look like it was going to go well. So I think I'll start fresh when I come back from my break. Sorry about all the technical issues. I'm gonna give this probably one more attempt, like one more attempt that actually makes it to the farmhouse. I mean, today, just to see if we can get a run off the ground. I mean, that one was sort of off the ground, but then it kind of had a crash landing. Okay, so here's the game. Let's just see where the save is. Yeah. I don't want to redo all that. Let's just start fresh and see if I can get a more stable version going. I'm just going to go ahead and I'll save it there in case I change my mind. Let's get rid of these other ones. Okay, Mako, thanks for hanging out. All right, everyone. I'm gonna take a break for 5 minutes. So I'll try to be back in almost exactly 5 minutes, but you know, give or take a couple. Thanks for hanging out. I'll be back shortly. Okay, I am rested and ready to make another attempt at this. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for being patient. So I think we'll go ahead and get straight into the start attempts here. I have to get some good weather, so we might as well get that going. I did think of some things that I wanted to mention while I was taking my break there. So one is I'm really surprised at the starts that we've had so far, because I got matches in one. I don't think I got a sewing kit in any of those attempts, which I was actually expecting it to be the opposite. I was not expecting to find matches at all. I was expecting that... This is too cold. I was expecting that the way that I would survive would be to get a sewing kit and then make my way to Thompson's. Because I just think it's far more likely that you find a sewing kit than that you find matches. Yeah, that thing with the indoor fires, that really caught me off guard. I mean, it makes perfect sense now that I think about it. Because if you go the Thompson's route, you have indoor fires. I mean, you have it at the farmhouse where you start, and then you have it at the little barn if you go there. You also have them at the barn on the way, and then in multiple places at Thompson's. I think I accidentally hit resume. Yeah, this can't be right. So you have like an indoor place to have a small fire to warm up at every point on the journey. I think that's really important, because before you have coal, you can't afford to have your fires outdoors. Or at the very least, you need accelerant, right? Because you can step outside, start your fire, put your teas on, and then step back inside and stay warm while the teas heat up. Okay, this is by far the most promising start since we got back from the break. This looks really good. Definitely in our comfort range here. Just hit a quarter temp. Yep, and you can see when we step into the wind shelter briefly there, we're actually hitting 2 arrows down. So this is one of those negative 14 starts that I was so excited about. Not really even that close to half, and we're already pretty much at the rock wall. Looking really good.
Think of fire.
I think I'll save up some energy for a minute here.
Hot fire.
Actually, let's run to the other side here. I think the wind is coming sort of from behind me. So we should be able to get some 2 down. Yeah, 2 down here for a little bit. And walk this. Yeah, this is the start we dream about. This looks like we're going to comfortably make it. Okay, wind shelter's gone. Let's run.
Starting to feel numb.
This looks so good compared to every other start I've had. Like this, we might not even get down to the red, or just barely. To turn red any second now. Yeah, there it is. We still got plenty of time to get in. Alright. And this is the bad part about this run. I almost wish that there were like 5 or 6 different spawn. A cup of herbal tea? What? That's crazy. I don't think I've ever seen... guys? Is this misery? It has to be misery because we started... What is going on? Matches and a cup of tea for free? Is this cheating? I mean, I guess you just restart over and over until you get that luck. And then it's easy. I'm gonna feel so silly if I mess this one up. Alright, let's go, where were those matches? Were they up here? Because I think I mentioned something in the last run about, like, I'll check for matches here even though they never spawn here. I guess maybe sometimes they do. Okay, I need to make sure I pick up every little book and everything I can find around here because the books are absolutely critical for fire starting. To not waste tinder and whatnot. It almost looked like a book down there. Should I get a fire started now? No, I'm not going to make the same mistake I did last time. We'll break down some crates and stuff first. Just so we don't end up running out. We're running out of fuel too early. Okay. Let's just continue doing what we're doing here. I think doing this really quickly is probably more important than I gave it credit for. Because if we can quickly get this, start a fire, heat up some teas, and go. Well, tea, because I only have one so far. We might be able to get to the barn before bad weather kicks in. Okay, nothing there. I guess the matches and the herbal tea aren't that overpowered if it's all we find in here. Did I check this crate? No. Okay. And then we still got the other bedroom, right? Yeah, we got this and... Hey, a hoodie and a shirt. Alright, let's throw that on. That's 98%. That's 80%. This is better, right? Yeah, that's worse. Alright.
Okay.
Now here's a question. Should I skip a barn? Like the small barn. Yeah. I guess there is the line of thought that's like, this must be the super luck run, so we have to go to the barn to get the rabbit skin hat. I'm thinking about skipping it, and my reasoning is I need to make it to Thompson's. Like that's the place where I get some potatoes, I get the porridge. There's likely going to be some more clothing there. Some other general loot will get a little bit more established. Wow. This is so lucky. Okay. How am I doing on water? I must have gotten all of it. We checked all the cabinets. I think so. All right, let's go downstairs.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Actually, do antibiotics have any use? They might not. Let's check for the couple of Maglens spawn points here. It's not there. There's no invisible Maglens there. Free wood. How much do these crates take? An hour for 4 is not bad. That's the same efficiency as the crates, actually. Hey, a potato. Very nice. Okay, let's get out of here. There's crates here as well. I've got 4 books. 5 books, I guess. 1 reclaimed. Let's check outside. And let's see here. Nothing on the ground. I think we should check at least the car. Let's start a fire, get some stuff cooking. Alright, we need to make some tinder. So this is going to be the thing is, if I have 2 failures here, I'm going to have to go out and get sticks. Which is going to be a huge pain. Alright, I'm going to take a crate before we start this process. Just to have a little more fuel. Maybe I should take both of them. Yeah, let's take 2. Okay, now let's start it. Because I want to pull torches off here to make sticks to make more tinder. Let's use this. Here comes the wind. Right on schedule. But I have enough teas and everything that I can travel in the wind. Burn all of that. Okay, we're gonna make this. Make this. Let's heat this up. 36%. Yeah, we'll probably just go and eat this early on. Make sure I have at least a couple of torches. I'm gonna be ready to leave soon. 4 books. I wanna go check the car. Let's go do that now. It should be out this door, right? Should have taken a torch with me, I guess. Did I go out the wrong door? It's like right over here. Yeah, okay. Don't worry, I saw the bear. know what exactly I'm checking for here. Like, I guess there could be the hacksaw. Could get additional matches or like a wool toque that shows up in cars sometimes. Yeah, I think we skipped the little barn. Like, if you think about it, it's just one extra step. And the payoff is, what, a rabbit skin hat and maybe a small chance at a sewing kit? So in 13 minutes we leave. Pretty sure. Or maybe I grab this crate and then it takes us a little bit longer to leave. Yeah, because we needed to warm up a little bit more anyway. Okay. Take this. We'll cook one last herbal tea. We'll take this. We've got plenty of water still. We're going to get more. 10 minutes we leave. Those are all ready. Let's just make sure that all of this is ready. Okay, so none of that should burn in the few minutes that we have left here. Let's take torches. I don't really have time to harvest tinder. That's okay. And harvest tinder at the barn if necessary. Yeah, we'll be fine. 3 minutes. I kind of messed this up. That's okay. Although I got that just under the wire. Okay. Any of this gonna not be ready? Oh, they're all hot. Okay. I guess, what's the best way to go out of here? I want to eat the peaches first. Let's just go out here, that way I can get my bearings while we're still sort of indoors-ish. So I just want to go that way. Yeah, I don't want to stop and eat this, so we're just going to eat it now. Waste a tiny bit of, like, warmth bonus, but at least we start with some warmth. Okay. Then I guess we'll check this sensor right here. There could be something nice here. Just briefly check. Nope. Okay. We go around here. I think I'll continue to run anytime I'm not in wind shelter. So I might be in wind shelter on the other side of this. I don't know where the... Okay, it's coming from over there, so we are in wind shelter now. There's a body up here. Nice clear day is really nice too, because now I can course correct. I'm going to run up and perform the switch in shelter here. Okay, right here. Take the painkillers, I guess. I still don't know if I have any use for antibiotics or painkillers. I'll have to think about it. I can't afford to get really any afflictions for the most part. Warming up buff is almost gone. Question is, do I want to use another tea? I think I will, just to be safe. I have a lot of them. Okay, that'll be the last one for this leg of the journey. Yeah, we most likely would have been fine, but now I don't have to warm up as long in the barn. A howling wolf right between me and my target. Okay. Save up my energy and run past him. Don't really feel like stopping to interact. Okay, we'll go now. Oh, there's another one. Just gonna get the best torch out for right now. Okay, time to stick up. I'm not going to be really comfortable until I got a bunch of teas, bunch of coal, bunch of sticks. I don't know where the best door to this barn is. I guess we're going all the way around this side now. Okay, so this is the door I want to exit out of. It's by the back right corner of the truck. We got a nice torch here, some wood, very nice. I mean, I guess I start a fire here.
Useful.
Immediately. Yeah, why not? And then we gotta make more tinder while we're here. I really just need to immediately get out of here. So I gotta do the fewest number of things
Come on.
that I can get away with. Maybe make a small batch of water, since I don't think we have any more teas to make. Let's throw a couple of sticks on. No, I gotta make that into tinder. Let's throw one of these on. Am I even gonna be here long enough? I gotta be here a little while just to get warmed up. Please tell me I got my pots and everything. Let's just see. Yeah, I'm not going to do the potato now. Let's just make a little bit of water. I'm so hyper-focused on this right now. So, let's see. What do we have? Stems are useless because using them gets you exhausted. Another pack of matches. Wow, this really is the run. I don't have to worry about running out of those anymore. Would love to get a sewing kit and get my clothing under control. Go ahead and start collecting metal. I think there can be a jerry can in here, if you're lucky. Doesn't look like we're going to get one. Okay, I did jiggle those. We're warming up very slowly. It's honestly probably better, rather than staying here and trying to warm up, probably better to just spend another tea to top out my warmth on the next leg of the journey. Like, just stay moving, find more food, find more resources, teas, coal, etc.
I'll take it.
A canister. I'm just gonna leave that there. We're not going. That's not what this. That's not what this mode is about. Hey, Jen. Welcome in. We are in the middle of doing a crazy challenge. Let's go ahead and use this. This goes out as not the end of the world because I can just, I can just get it off the fire. Okay, so we got this. Granola bar. I have a feeling all this potential food poisoning food we're just going to leave behind, but I'm going to carry it with me for right now, just in case. All done, I think. Let me just double check these. I'm not going to drop down. Okay, got everything, got everything. That's just the corner of that board. APM, welcome in. Good to see you. Alright, so 7 minutes. I could stand to get a tiny bit more warmth while we wait for that to finish. I need some tinder I don't know. My voice may sound different just because of the microphone or who knows what. I had a crash earlier. I think we're going to follow the strategy of we'll make tinder later. It seems to be the generally accepted thing. Okay, so we're at the back corner of the truck. We're going out this way. I think we just drink one of these now. It gives me most of my warmth. We've got 4 more for the trip if we need them. All right. See if we can do this. It's windy. There's a wolf. Ooh, there's a wolf right here. That's not good. Alright, wind shelter here. Drink this. Since it's windy, I'm not going to have a torch. I think I'm going to just take a slight detour around these wolves. I could... if I was feeling really cheeky. It's not that far. Let's go down here and grab some cattails too. There's going to be a lot in this little area. And that'll kind of solve my tinder problem for a while. Wind seems to be dying down. So we can always light a torch later if we need to. See one... I only see one cattail so far. Yes, so APM, the entire conceit of this challenge that I'm doing is that I can't lose any health. I can't, like, even for a second, get cold or tired or hungry. There's no things here. So it's obviously kind of silly, right? Like, it's a silly challenge to even try, but it's also looking like it's possible. You do have to get, like, all the stars have to align perfectly on the first day. Because you have to be able to get inside before you get cold, and then you have to be able to get to matches, and you need a sewing kit. Yeah, silly challenge in Ark. We've never seen these two in the same place. Alright, so it looks like we're going to make it to Thompson's in plenty of time. I only got one cattail, which is extremely disappointing. I could light a torch for a little bit of extra warmth. Yeah, well, you need the luck for the very start, because it's literally impossible to get inside the farmhouse most of the time before you get cold. So you need, like, the warmest possible temps with, like, no wind. And then you also have to use this special toggle sprint trick that's used for speedrunning to get a little bit more out of your sprint so that you can get there in time. But beyond that, then as long as you can find, like, matches or at least a sewing kit, you have a decent shot at, like, surviving for a little while you kind of go around and get your other stuff. I'm going to stick up right now because it's actually really nice outside. I think we'll just briefly step inside here to grab some books for a little bit of extra fuel. Tinder. Yeah, we can actually harvest all these papers into tinder until we can get some cattails. Soda's nice. A few extra calories. And yeah, I had a super lucky start on this attempt right here, which probably started, I don't know, 20 or 30 minutes ago. Just insanely lucky. I found a pre-made herbal tea plus a box of herbal tea plus matches all in the farmhouse. They're all just lucky RNG spawns. Okay, I don't think it's worth spending a lot of time in here. Let's go inside this house first and look for clothing. 'Cause the better clothing I have, the more efficient I'll be overall. We're not going to check any of that. I'll peek in the back just to see if there's anything here. Doesn't look like it. I think there can sometimes be something over here. Yeah, there's this supply bin, and I think there can sometimes be something on the ground, too. A bandage, okay. Not something I'm likely to need anytime soon, but you never know. And then I don't really have time to search all that right now. Getting late. I don't really want to start a fire. I think I might just want to like sleep for an hour to warm up. And then do the rest of the outdoor looting. A second cooking pot is crazy. I don't think I need that, do I? So food was actually my major problem on my earlier attempt at this run. Because you just have to spend so much time on the effort not to get cold.
Here a while.
Okay, well, food is not going to be an issue now for a while, I think. I've got actually a fair amount of books and fuel now. Probably burn some of the excess books, convert them into torches or something at our next fire. Just because I can't carry around that much weight.
This'll come in handy.
Okay. Every half degree counts. Or did jeans give a full degree? Oh, jeans actually give a full degree. Okay, so they're not terrible after all. I wonder if I want to go to Misty Falls for the thermos. Chance at a thermos, chance at a bedroll, and coal. There's a bunch of teas there too. Now I gotta get out of Pleasant Valley. There's too many blizzards here. I think we probably spend the night here, or at least in this little town, and then aim to okay, that's everything. Potatoes. I think I already got all the potatoes. There's no way I'm carrying around 2 cooking pots, is there? I'm already overweight, thanks to... Wait, do I even have the affliction yet? I might not have the affliction yet. I haven't been alive that long. We're gonna get cold so fast. Yeah, let's sleep for 1 hour. Because I'm still gonna be cold inside the hall. I don't really want to start a fire right now. Okay. Not thrilled about this, but... yeah, because now it's going to be dark and hard to navigate. There's no way I can afford to carry this pot around with me. Okay, let's grab that salt, I guess. Uh-oh. The door should be... oh, don't make me light a torch right now. Is it over here? Kitchen. This is the bedroom, right? Yeah, this is the bedroom. We back out this way. And we keep backing up. We're in the corner now. Yeah, this is where I was before. Where the heck is the door? I'm so confused right now. Oh, leaf house. Okay. Oh, it's full on blizzard. Alright, I don't really feel like going over to the store. I guess we'll do the store in the morning then. It's so dark. Let me just think about this for a second. We need about 9 hours of sleep. It's currently quite late. I never found a sewing kit, right? So it'll be difficult to use my time efficiently. I have 16 books. I think I just start a fire so I can do everything in here tonight. And then we'll just have the store to do in the morning. I just need light, so that's a match, and so I might as well use it to its full extent. Let's go get the fire started. We'll get a bunch of water put down so I'm not lugging around a ton of extra weight. Okay, now I should have a cattail head. No, I must have already spent it. Alright, I'm just gonna do this. I'd much rather harvest the papers for tinder.
Come on, little fire.
But we can harvest sticks for tinder once we get this started. That was the other thing about my previous run is I failed a book fire start 4 times in a row, which is a 1 in 625 chance to happen. Pretty unlucky. Alright, we're gonna burn a bunch of these books. I really can't afford to carry more than, I want to say 6 books with me. Let's call it 8 for now, and I might change my mind about that later. Do I have any skill books that I don't need while I'm thinking about it? Not really. Alright. I'm just gonna make some water. Just to kind of do something with this fire for right now.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Very lucky with the weather so far. Made it all the way to Thompson's before getting any particularly nasty weather. Sometimes there's like some gloves or something on the shelf here. Oh no, 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 no. What did I do? I didn't think that I couldn't get out of here. I might have to spend another match just to find our way back to the fire. Come on, it can't be that bad. I'm sorry, but in real life, you'd be able to see the glow from the fire around the corner. Ah, whatever. I got so many matches. It's not like this run is going to last that long anyway. We'll just waste another one. Okay, let's go back and make sure we're not about to run out of anything. Okay, should be all good here. Wait, what did I not check? The filing cabinet. There we go. And then we still got the whole kitchen area, too. No, I don't particularly like it, APM. I think the static spawn is a mistake. Partly because in a case
This'll
like
come in
this,
handy.
I didn't mean to take that. Let's put it back. I can't. I think it's time to give up on these. We're gonna put these down. We just don't need them, and they can cause food poisoning. This one's actually safe. I'm just gonna eat this now while I'm thinking about it. Yeah, this is all in really good shape. Water, we've just got so much of it. I think we'll let that be enough. This one's not even melted yet. Okay, where was I? I think we need to get some more torches. We'll do that as soon as this one's out. Let's go ahead and do some more searching. Yeah, the one positive of it is it's like, it's consistent somewhat for the purposes of saying, you know, oh, I did this, you did that. How lucky did you get with this and that? Like, for people who want to compare like that. But the fact is, I mean, like, even if you just look at my starts for this, there's so much that changes wildly in your luck, just as far as, like,
What have we here?
what loot do you get in the farmhouse or at the plane crash? That, like, that aspect doesn't really matter that much. And the result is, for a tough challenge like this that requires lots of restarts, I just have to do the same thing every time. Like, no matter how many times I start this, I'm going to have to sprint to the farmhouse and then loot the exact same stuff. Right? All the structures, all the cabinets, all the containers, all the toilets, all the first aid kits. You just kind of go through and do all the same stuff. And I think that's bad. Alright, let's go ahead and ditch this. I'm going to start pulling some torches off of here. I think we're getting close to the point where I can go to sleep. I still do not have a sewing kit, so I think we'll just pull some cloth. And probably call it a night. I think I have enough fuel now. So we can make soup. We've got a couple of potatoes. There'll be more in the other place. I can't make any of this stuff yet. That's going to be a while. We can probably make another half liter here. Let's go and pick this up. Oh, right. Torches. I want quite a few of them. Convert a few more sticks. Need at least an hour left on this. And while I'm thinking about it, let's go in here and reorganize this. And go ahead and harvest this. If the wind stops tonight, I might go across and loot the store. But I think we can probably just sleep instead. That's probably going to finish. Maybe add one more stick to it. Okay. Got everything? Upper cabinets. All the upper cabinets. Probably a recipe. Yeah, I'll grab that. I don't know if we're ever going to use it. Probably not. Okay. These are the bad
I need to
sardines.
rest soon.
Everything else is good to the best of my knowledge. Let's see, we need about 10 hours of sleep. We're nearing the point where we can get that up until dawn. We sleep in this bed, we can harvest a bunch of curtains before bed anyway, without light. We'll probably aim to do that, just to make sure. Can harvest the torches too, by the bed. We've got enough torches. I think we're just waiting for these to finish now. That's got 20 minutes left on it. And craft tinder. That can be done over there too. But I think we're pretty much out of stuff to do. We're going to get another 2 liters out of there. I think I'm just going to unclog my inventory here. Let's eat a bunch of these smaller items. Okay, so finally I can actually see everything. I don't really want to smash these. We'll probably wait for a can opener. Let's go and eat this. That'll probably be it for tonight. Okay, what are we looking at? 3 minutes. Just do, that, and grab this, grab that, and pot, and that, and I believe we are ready. Okay. Misery or Nogoa? For just regular plain, oh, it's a really tough choice. I've actually been thinking about this a lot because I've got that Nogoa Tales run that I started before the update where I ran around and got set up, and I was pretty much ready to... I'm trying to remember. I think I was ready to go back and craft my... No, I had already killed the bears. So I was ready to go back and craft at least 1 bear coat, possibly 2. And then start doing Signal Void. So I was thinking about whether I want to just continue that as normal. How am I doing on cloth? I don't have much at all, so I want to go and get all this if I can. I can get more in the morning if necessary. Okay, now the real trick is, can I find the bed? Yes, okay. Let's go and do the tinder before I forget about it. Probably want at least 6. And you know what? Things might go badly tomorrow. Let's go ahead and make it an even 10 tinder. That should last me until we get to some place where we can pick a bunch of cattails. Okay. I mean, I don't really need to sleep in bunches. I could just get some sleep now. Like 3 hours. Just to make sure I don't accidentally get... 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 Hey, Bilbo. What do I think of that? Well, to be honest, it sounds like the extremely human ability to find patterns where none exist. I'm not saying it's 100% that, but a lot of stuff like that just comes down to you notice something random, and then further randomness causes it to appear like it's a true pattern, and that can really lock it in your mind. Whereas, you know, if you just do like 200 random tests of it, you may find that there's nothing at all there. It's certainly happened to a lot of people with, you know, lots of things, but even just within the world of playing something like this, there's been all sorts of theories about what causes you to fail starts at your fire. And I think it's pretty much just random. I think there's not really much to that. That I definitely understand the temptation to think there might be some sort of pattern to it. All right, let's finish crafting. Finish breaking down these torches. I think later on I won't even bother with this, right? Because I can just pick up sticks. I don't know. Just I feel like I had so much trouble on the last attempt. I feel like I should put everything into this. The other thing is we got to get some sleep. We're going to need a lot of rest. I don't have any coffee this time. We probably will. Will we stop at Signal Hill? Actually, I don't know. Maybe we won't. I mean, the other option is we could go through Coastal Highway, but I think that's a bad idea. Like a really bad idea. We could get a lot of coal, but it's just a longer trip to get to Mystery Lake. Okay, John, well, thanks for stopping by, and as I'm sure you know, the whole thing will be up for you to watch later. Let's go and get some sleep. Oh, here's the bed. Call it 4. Wow, still dark. That's fine. We'll put another couple hours in. So we have that one area outside. Just around the corner. Which I think I might just go do now so that we can warm up in bed afterwards. Doesn't sound like it's too bad outside right now. So let's just quickly go do that now. We won't have to invest any resources in this, because we don't care if we get mostly cold doing this. It's just possible that there's something nice here. I don't know how likely it is, but it's possible. Nothing there, nothing there. It looks like it's just nothing. Completely empty. A barren wasteland. We got quite a bit of temperature. We can go check the fire barrel. That's a little far. There's some cattails. I'll probably grab those now. I'm already half. Alright, let's start running. I really need to make sure not to mess this up. Yeah, we gotta go back inside now. No time to do anything else. I just can't afford to let it even get close. Hey, Dodo. Welcome in. By the way, just to warn you guys, I probably am going to end the stream soon. I think we'll finish looting Thompson's, and then I'll like sleep for an hour or step in a building to get a save, and then I'm probably going to call it a day. This is a really good start. I'm very happy with this. Let's see. It's going to be +5. That's actually not worth it. I think we run over to the other house and sleep there. So we're done here, right? We don't need to come back. We've got water here. Let's take a little bit of water. And go over to the other house and sleep for an hour there. It's nice and warm there. Okay. This is day 2. We have not made it very far.
My fingers feel numb.
No, I'm gonna be traveling around a lot. So we're doing kind of a special challenge here where I can't take any damage at all, ever. So I've got to move around and find good clothes and food and all that, and get really well established, or we're not gonna make it. Okay, so let's sleep for 1 hour, get some warmth back. This might have been kind of a bad idea now that I think about it. I need to not waste time, is the thing. Alright, looks like the wind has come back. Oh my goodness, it's a full blizzard. Alright, well after this blizzard ends, we leave. I'm gonna do a little bit of sprinting over here. I've got to loot this place. I mean, I guess it's better that we get the blizzard now, because if I had, like, quickly looted everything and left, and then we got the blizzard, that would have been a complete disaster. Our 3rd pack of matches, so we're set there. I feel like I almost always find a sewing kit here. I wonder if that's, like, a guaranteed thing, or just a likely thing. Got oats to make porridge. Oh, there's a soda in here. That's not very common. Potato. Thank you. There it is, sewing kit. Yeah, I'm starting to think that might be guaranteed. Okay, so we'll probably get a few potatoes here. I have so many warmth buffs now. It's actually kind of crazy. I think you get usually like 2 or 3 potatoes from these. Yeah, 4 potatoes. And then the one from there. That's an additional 5 warmth buffs. Plus all the stuff I already had. Now that we have a sewing kit, we can repair clothing. I want to get some sleep too, if possible. I guess on one level it doesn't... I don't have to decide now which way we're going. The problem with the trip up to... Let's get back to the house, I guess. Yeah, let's get back to the house and then we'll talk there. Might have time to loot like a car or something. There's stage 1 hardship. I need to get inside. It's going to take too long. I really can't afford to take any risks here. I can just loot those couple of cars as we're leaving when it's not so brutally cold out. Yeah, so we just craft the hat and gloves since we've been unlucky enough to not find any. I wish I could check the cars to see if they have them, but I just gotta do it. Let's grab a little more cloth first. And actually I'm doing this in the wrong order. We need to craft them first because it gives you warmth. So we're gonna craft the head wrap. And throw that on. And we'll do that again. That's nice that you get the sewing kit here. That actually makes this fairly stable if you can just get to Thompson's. without losing any health, then this challenge starts to become pretty viable, because you get the sewing kit, the matches, there's a ton of cloth here, you can repair your clothing, and so on and so forth. Alright, make the hand wraps. I'm trying to think, there's that little house in town, too, that I guess could have something handy in it. I don't know, I feel like I never find anything useful there. Okay, I think I checked everything in here. Let's take a look. Clothing. These need to be repaired. That's not much bang for the buck, though. What's the, it's 45 minutes just to give a quarter of a degree. I mean, every point matters, but I don't know if it matters that much right now. Maybe I get a few hours of sleep, and then if I still have time, I do that. And we've already established that getting a sprain can be kind of annoying, so I might craft 2 more bandages. They're really not that necessary, though. Long run. Alright. Yeah, it's already a couple hours afternoon. I really want to be rested. Let's get, like, 1 or 2 hours of sleep. Trying to think. We go down to that one house. Actually, there's going to be another house across the bridge, because there wasn't another one in town. So there's another full house across the bridge that we should probably check before we leave. Think about doing that. Let's get an hour of sleep. Almost slept without checking my water. Alright, I think I have to just try to keep my water, like, at half or above, because I'm going to make mistakes. Okay. Alright, that sounds like it's it. Okay, so this is not travel weather, but we're going to have to travel in it. So this is where I'm going to leave you guys today. I think we got off to a good start here. We'll take that save just when we... Actually, let me just step back inside it and we'll use this as a save. That way I can, I don't have to stay off the pause screen. So day 2. You can see we stayed at 100% condition all day, and we've stayed at it this time. Nothing has gone down. Let me just take a brief inventory here. I got plenty of books for fire starting. In fact, I should probably burn these down because we're just not going to deal with it. Yeah, I've got all these books. We're going to have to waste like 4 of these when we start a fire. Maybe I should take some notes. Then I have to save the game again. We'll deal with repairing the clothing later. My clothing is atrocious right now, but I think we're just going to have to push to Mystery Lake and hope for the best. This is where this really shines, though. We've got 7 potatoes. Those are all warming up buffs. We've got these. That's not a warming up buff. This is. So that's 8, 9, 10. Yeah, so 10 buffs altogether. We've got salt, which means if we get ptarmigans, we can make broth with that for more buffs. Porridge I might be able to make now, so that's like another 5 buffs. So we got tons of buffs, tons of food. I just need to get coal, really. Coal and plant teas. And clothing. Those are going to be the big focuses. The next stream, I have no idea when I'm going to be able to do this, but I will try for, if I can't do it tomorrow, then I'll try for maybe an afternoon stream during the week, or we'll just try to do next weekend. I'm really excited about this challenge. I think now that we have a start, it's going to be pretty interesting to see how it goes. I know it's a tall order to never take damage, but I think the first day is the hardest. So we might be able to pull it off from here. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. It means a lot. I know there were like 20 people here at the start when I was just running towards the farmhouse over and over, so I really appreciate everyone hanging out until it was a real run. All right, thanks a lot, guys. See you later.